Hey folks, this is Matt once again. As you probably noticed, I've been reviewing the Cyborg trilogy. I know. As you also already know, I'm a big fan. I may be the biggest fan of this movie on earth because I made like an hour, 40-minute review with some footage, so it was like probably an hour long. Cyborg 2 with Angelina Jolie and Jack Palance. Jack Palance is good. The movie sucks. Unfortunately, this movie, it's a lot worse. First off, it's directed by the same director, Michael Schroeder, did Cyborg 2. Yay. He also did Relentless 2. Like I said, he was a first AD on Shakedown, Highlander 2, Revenge of the Ninja. But he directed Relentless 2, he did Cyborg 2. Why did they get him back for this film? I can't believe they actually thought he did a good job, so hey, let's get him back for Cyborg 3. That's actually the second thing. The first thing is this film's called Cyborg 3, The Recycler. The Recycler. Really? Really? You don't call your film Cyborg 3, The Recycler. Why the fuck would you call a film The Recycler? Like a recycle bin? Like, hey, you know what? This movie's shitty. Let's throw in the fucking recycle. Let's recycle this son of a bitch. I don't want to watch it. You know what? Let's wipe out our ass with it and put it in the recycle bin. You know, let's put it in the fucking recycle bin. No, we can't. Because they reject the shit. People who are in recycle bins would not take this shit in. They put it in their fucking facility and it would blow up from his the masterpiece of unholy fuckness that this movie is. Just, like, really, why the fuck would you call this Recycler? That's a stupid fucking name for me. Cyborg 3. First off, it's a 3. Cyborg 3, first off, which I'm a big fan of the movie, but it doesn't name it Cyborg 3. Unless it's Van Damme actually fighting a fucking cyborg this time. But other than that, no. But the Recycler? What the fuck? In that whole thing now that I just said, I'm gonna put something on here that will pretty much explain my whole rambling just before. And also, when I heard that title, Cyborg 3, I thought of this one clip.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
There you go. Yeah. My rambling from before and this title has made everyone in the audience there dumber. Dumber. You are dumber, like I am, from reading Cyborg 3 The Recycler. You are dumber now, viewer, for listening to my rambling of the title, which probably took 5 minutes. So. I don't know why. I heard that title and I read it and it just made me think that I seen Billy Madison. I don't know why. But into the movie. Stars Zach Galligan from Gremlins 1 and 2, Watcher 1 and 2. I like Zach Galligan. Yeah, Margaret McDowell, who's in the film about 2 minutes. Yeah, William Katt, who doesn't come in until about the last half hour of the movie. Andrew Bryniarski, who would go on to be Leatherface in the Chainsaw Massacre remake and prequel. And you have Richard Lynch, you know, the main bad guy in Invasion USA, among many other films. So now this film is in a future, like, the first film was in the future where there's a plague and everybody fucked up. Second was in a future where you had these two corporations. I guess the plague was cured. And so now you have these corporations. Then Cyborg 3, there are no corporations. So I guess how this corporation and the first film was blown up by Jack Palance. Now men hunt cyborgs for their parts. Now for the first, 20 minutes of the movie, you would think this film is Richard Lynch's movie. Because all you see is Richard Lynch and Andrew Bryniarski hunting down cyborgs. They hunt down this one cyborg, this farmer cyborg, they take his eye out, But why? They're cyborgs. Why can't they fight these guys off? Well, I guess Andrew Bryniarski is also a cyborg who works for Richard Lynch. Richard Lynch programmed him. Richard Lynch has his like eye thing, machine thing. But still, you would think these other cyborgs actually could fight. I mean, they're fucking cyborgs. But they take his eye out and they take him back to, they call Malcolm McDowell, who has an electronic hand. He's like, okay, fine, I'll take a look at what you have. They drive to this place. You have this guy who comes up and says, hey, give me something, give me something. Richard Lynch tells Andrew Bryniarski, well, he wants a finger, give him a finger. And of course, Andrew Bryniarski gives him the finger. And then you have fucking Malcolm McDowell, who is in the film for about, well, 2.5 minutes, maybe 3 minutes, because okay, he has a cyber hand. He brings the cyber reports to Malcolm McDowell. He's like, okay, I'll give you money. He's like, Richard Lynch is like, I want more. Malcolm McDowell squeezes Richard Lynch's hand, talking about how, you know, he has an electronic hand and it's been much better. But then Richard Lynch grabs this, like, cattle prod type thing, hits Malcolm McDowell, and he dies. That's it. He takes a phone call, and he's crushing Richard Lynch's hand, gets zapped, and dies. I'm like, what the fuck, Malcolm McDowell? Why were you in this movie? Like, why? You took a 2-minute role in Cyborg 3? Guess the rent was due that month. It was so strange. Well, it's not like Malcolm McDowell's unfortunate. Well, I don't know. It's not like I'm a big Malcolm McDowell fan. I'm just saying it's kind of weird. Because, of course, they put him on the front of, if there's a DVD cover review, just because they put him on the front. They do that all the time, though. And then they shoot the other guys, Malcolm McDowell's guys. And Andrew Bryniarski can't shoot. He's like, see, this is a gun. He, like, picks it up, and, like, it wobbles, and then, like, he kind of looks like, yeah, like, he can't shoot for shit. I'm like, you're a cyborg. I think you can carry a fucking gun. Like, he's like, what the fuck? You can't shoot a shotgun for shit. It's like the motherfucker had 5 brain cells and 3 of them died from steroid abuse. I mean, I don't like Andrew Bryniarski, and I don't like him in this film. I'm not a fan of Andrew Bryniarski. He seems like he's a guy who has steroid rage. I've heard stories about him as well. Plus him saying he's the best Leatherface ever. It's taken by Gunnar Hansen, sorry. But this guy has steroid abuse written all over him. Like, he has 5 brain cells, 3 of them are dead from the shit. And he's awful in this movie. He's horrible. People think this film has bad actors? No. That guy is fucking bad. And then basically, then they go to this club where, you know, you see a lot of women with tits. And like, Andrew Bryniarski goes to this slot machine type thing. It's like a black dude with a police cap, with like a slot machine in his stomach saying, he has a nightstick. He's like, pull my stick. And I went, what the fuck is that? It's like they have a guy, don't move, and you put like some, I don't know what the fuck is a slot machine, I guess. Pull my stick. And like, they never go back to it. As Andrew Bryniarski pulls the stick. His black stick. Sorry. I mean, what the fuck? And then we're introduced to Cash, which was a character in the previous film, the lead character in the previous film, only this time it's not played by Angelina Jolie. It's played by a horrible, horrible fucking actress. Whiny, bitchy, horrible actress. Yeah, there's some people who think Cyborg 3 is better than Cyborg 1 and 2. And really, you don't think that Cyborg 3 is better than this film? I'm sorry. Bullshit. But Cash, who, no, not Angelina Jolie, the whole point of the story is that she goes to the doctor, Colt has died, you know, the last Proteus in the previous film. And we know why from fucking old age. We saw it at the end of him being an old man at the end of Cyborg 2. And then, Angelina Jolie, this character Cash, found out she's pregnant. So, I just wonder, so what the fuck, why is she pregnant? Like, how come now she's pregnant? Like, how come all the time she spent with Elias Proteus until he got old age, which might have been, like, from his looks, like, probably 60 years. So you're telling me for 60 years, she didn't get pregnant? And then after he dies, then she's pregnant after 60 years? What? Why? Why did it take 60 years? And don't tell me it's the same director who did Cyborg 2. The same director, he knows his fucking movie, and at the end of Cyborg 2, that character Cash is holding his Colt, same names, Colt Cash, holding the guy who's old, old, like 90 years old, 100 years old. Elias is probably, what, 30? Around there? So at least 60 years to get that look. In 60 years, she is not pregnant? What the fuck? But then all of a sudden she's pregnant, and this girl's a whiny bitch saying, "It's killing me, I want it dead." I'm like, wow. So much for that whole, previous film where she's supposed to be learning to be a human. I'm pregnant, I want it dead. Just blatantly. And the doctor's like, I don't know how to do it. Maybe you'll look at this programmer called Evans, who you have to find. He may know. And that's played by Zach Galligan, but we don't see him yet. Because, what was it? Basically, they go, Andrew Bryniarski and Richard Lynch go to the doctor because they see her, then they go to the doctor and they find out and they kill, Andrew Bryniarski kills the doctor. They go to Cash's place, and the girl's place, she escapes by using something that, like, goes off and on, like a glitter dome, something. I don't know what the fuck it was. They escape. Well, she escapes. They get in this little tank thing that they drive around, and they blow up her place in a bad miniature shot. She goes in the desert, she finds Zach Galligan. Now, Zach Galligan is the only thing I like about this movie. Because I like his first appearance, he's in the desert, he's doing air guitar. I like that. And he's wearing this fucking baseball shirt. I swear it says Alice. I don't know if it's Angels. I thought it said Alice. Maybe it's supposed to be Angels. Like, But I swear every time I saw it, it looked like Alice. But, I don't know. I swear it looks like Alice every time I see it. So I'm like, what kind of baseball team is Alice? Why the fuck does your baseball shirt say Alice? Alice who? Alice Cooper? Alice in Wonderland? Alice Sweet Alice? What the fuck? Like, why does it say that? I don't know. But I do like Zach Galligan playing, the air guitar. And although Zach Galligan, it's not one of his finer moments. I mean, he was much better in the Gremlins and Waxwork films when he was given more to do. This is like the halfway point. And we're introduced to Zach Galligan, his name is first billed at the end credits. And he doesn't have much to do. They don't give him much to do. It's like he looks in, yeah, you're pregnant. She has this thing on her side that looks like a printer. It looks like one of those, you know how you have a printer, you have those plug-ins that's about this big and you slide it in? It looks like that, and she, like, plugs it into the computer wanting an abortion, and, like, things fuck up, and Zach Galligan gets thrown back to his tank where he has these fucking eels and shit. And, oh my god. You just really hate this girl. You really hate this Cash girl. They need to escape. Zach Galligan has his .50 caliber nearby somehow. I don't know what the fuck that's doing in the middle of the desert. But he has a .50 caliber nearby, and then she shoots, and it doesn't do shit to the vehicle. Just, they rocks it a little bit. They go back, shut the lights, somehow sneak by them, like, turn off the lights, and then, like, they off and on showing the fucking light in their faces. Or, like, they show light in their faces, and they're sneaking by, I'm like, really? that worked even with a cyborg? You know, that's Andrew Bryniarski here supposed to be? They go in the desert because Zach Galligan says the only place they can go in this town called Cytown, which is where all these disfigured cyborgs are at. They're driving the desert. There's a force field, which we don't really see. They just tell us. And he's like, well, I didn't know what a force field is, but this is where, you know, we know that it's nearby. And this girl bitches and bitches and bitches in the desert. Beach, 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 beach. Then we introduce some of the cyborg guys. Yeah, William Katt from the movie House. Among many other, you know, the great American hero himself. His character's decaf, and he like stutters a lot, and they're playing cards. They come in, they don't trust Zach because he's a human, but he fixes William Katt so he doesn't stutter anymore. And like, oh, you know, he's a creator, and maybe he can help fix us. At the same time, Lynch calls out a bunch of guys on motorcycles. I love how like one guy's like, the more power, what was it? The more firepower, the better. This guy sounds just like Gomer Pyle when he says. And then you have this bullshit where they're trying to do like, the cyborgs might as well have just been going, wah. She's like, you know, we have a destiny, or basically, you know, I used to do stuff with my hands, but now they're broken. This one guy who just will not fucking stop complaining. He has one leg, and he's like, you guys shouldn't be here. You know, they shouldn't be here. You know, they should get out of here. You know, we're gonna be doomed. We're gonna be shit out of luck. This guy, yeah, I wanted him to die and he doesn't, and that sucks. That makes this film even go worse. But they wah. Then Zach's looking through Catch's stomach, and there's this canister. I guess the baby's inside the canister. This little canister thing. I guess it's the end of the, what was it they said? The first trimester? Whatever the fuck. And then they're like, hey, Andrew Bryniarski, just go into town. So somehow he fucks up the force field, I don't know how, and like he comes in and like, oh, it's a new guy, sure. Just because he's a cyborg, they pay him no mind. It's like, Jesus Christ, wouldn't you think that Zach and Cash would have told him, oh yeah, you know, like, Cash would have known he was a cyborg, but even then, it's like they're telling that people are coming. And then this new guy comes, and Andrew Bryniarski, you know, he's in, you know, suspicious looking dude. And then he just walks in like, oh, okay. I couldn't believe that shit. And without question, he breaks in, tastes the canister, and leaves with like no trouble. Brah fucking oh, Jesus Christ. That is so stupid. What the fuck? But they take the he takes the canister and Cash goes after it, and she gets captured. Then she's trying to get Andrew Bryniarski to come to the good side by saying, look deep within yourself. Look deep within. Let me look at your programming. You used to be a protector. You used to help people. And Andrew Bryniarski trying to act, and it's fucking funny. Him trying to act. Jesus Christ. Like, really? This guy who had no problem with killing doctors and shit? What, you're trying to make him a good guy now? Excuse me while I'm about to puke Dayglow about that shit. Jesus Christ. But then, ultimately she escapes. Zach Galligan fixes the cyborgs. Like, and the other stupid scene, like, this guy has these guns, his hands are fucked up, it's like, just meld these to my hands. And they do this fake dissolve, like the 40s Wolfman. How they did the dissolve when it changes? Literally do, like, side view, okay, do it, and it dissolves to him, and basically it looks like they just wrapped his hands up, and he's still holding the guns. And I'm like, even for a cheap movie, that looks super cheap. He's super cheap, he's super freaky, he's super cheap. Cheap ass motherfucker. God damn. CMF. Cheap motherfucker. And then they get ready for the big fight, which is basically a bunch of the bad guys on Mars are coming down, and the cyborgs like are shooting at them. Now, granted, you have this cyborg guy who has a sword, and he's a guy who can kind of fight. I know he was in this film called American Kickboxer 2, which I didn't see, but I know. He's sort of a martial arts guy. He does cut a guy head off with a sword very quickly. That was kind of cool. Oh yeah, in the beginning when Richard Lynch and everybody was going to that bar, Richard Lynch like had a cyber hooker, and like you saw her tits, but then he like fucked with her face. She's here disfigured. I swear she looks. You know what she looks like with her eye patch? She looks like fucking. What's that girl in Machete? God damn it, Michelle Rodriguez in Machete. Like the eye patch, and then she has a big fucking machine gun. Like shooting bad guys. I'm like, she looks like fucking her in Machete. You know, it was crazy. Although the girl's still a bad actress, but. And like, I do like. I'll admit, I kind of like William Katt. He does a good enough job. Like, he's a guy just carrying a suitcase, and the suitcase has like grenades, so he like throws a grenade. Like, okay, and walks away. Although it's pretty funny that some of them shoot and go, ow! Ooh! What's the shooting? Jesus Christ. This is not a good handle. Like, this director doesn't know how, he doesn't know how to handle action scenes. He doesn't. He sucks at it. He sucks at it. He does not know how to handle fucking action scenes. It's crazy. Jesus, fuck. He doesn't know how to handle action scenes. Then basically gets to the end. Well, yeah, Zach Galligan, he disappears. Like, he's with them, walking for a standoff. Then when the fight breaks up, he disappears. He doesn't get a gun. Nothing. He just disappears. I'm like, what the fuck? Then basically Cash is inside. She's a dumbass. She doesn't realize Richard Lynch is coming after her. And she runs, she gets captured. And then Zach Galligan appears with the cyborg sword guy. And Andrew Bryniarski, his character, cyborg Jocko, he's like, kill them. The cyborg guy with the sword comes and Jocko shoots him. He shoots the guy, and 5 seconds later turns his gun on fucking Richard Lynch saying no more. I'm like, 5 seconds? You shot a guy, and 5 seconds later, that was a bad idea. This guy is dumb. I wasn't kidding. He did have 5 brain cells. A couple died. The rest died here. He has no brain cells. Are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck? And, you know, he thinks he has a cancer, and she shoots him, fills him with holes, and she actually had cancer somewhere else, and basically says, the golden age about to begin. And then the movie ends. The idea is funny because it says, it stars Zach Galligan, but he's not in it that much. He comes in at the halfway point, and he doesn't do much. He says, okay, we gotta go to Cytown, he fixes some shit, but doesn't do much. This movie sucks. It sucks. Fuck, suck. Someone had the audacity to say that this film was not saying much, but this film is at least better than 1 and 2. This is better than Van Damme kicking ass? Bullshit. Okay. Zach Galligan, I liked him as an actor. You know, but he doesn't have much to do. William Katt had a small role. He was fine. Richard Lynch, you know, he's a capable character actor. Really, this film should have just said starring Richard Lynch, because he gets the most screen time. And then Andrew Bryniarski, and then the bitch who played Cash. But this film is horrible. It's very boring. Very, very boring. Very slow paced. There's not much action at all. Really, there's not much action at all until the ending, and even then, it's not much to run home about at all. Although you get the sword guy cutting the guy's head off. Wow. The acting is atrocious at points, especially Andrew Bryniarski, who sucks. Margaret McDowell is there to collect a paycheck for 2 minutes of screen time. The bitch who played Cash, you know, Angelina Jolie, even though I wasn't fond of her acting in Cyborg 2, she did do a better job than this bitch. I gotta admit that. So, this is worse than Cyborg 2, because Cyborg 2 at least had Jack Palance. At least, you know, Angelina Jolie naked and titties and all. This film, it's boring. It has a stupid plot. Like, all of a sudden she's pregnant. Doesn't make sense. You know, why did they program her to be pregnant? You know, like, it's a stupid story. People think this story is stupid? No, this is straight to the point. This story is stupid. I just keep saying boring, and you get bullshit like they just let Andrew Bryniarski come in, oh, he's a cyborg, okay, like there's no such thing as evil cyborgs. Or the fact that people just said that, hey, people are after us. And then a new guy comes into town, wow, what a coincidence. Or like, how he shoots the guy, and then 5 seconds later he turns on Richard Lynch. What? Why does Zach Galligan play air guitar? Why does he have a baseball shirt that says Alice? Is it Angel? Like, what the fuck is it? Oh my god. Why does Zach Galligan have a .50 caliber in the middle of the desert? Where did that come from? How did he get it out there? How come it doesn't do anything to the fucking vehicle they're shooting at? Why is it called... It's called a recycler, because that's what Richard Lynch's character is. He's a recycler. He takes parts. Why do you name your movie The Recycler? It's stupid! So, I'm going to end it here, because this movie sucks. It's boring. It's horribly acted. Zach Galligan's given nothing to do. The ending is craptastic. It's a stupid movie. So, thanks for watching, and take care. Fuck this shitty ass movie. End of story.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.